What's up you guys, welcome back and welcome if you're new. In today's video we're going to be installing a brand new key fob cover case for this thing, but it's not just a regular case, it's going to look awesome. And another cool thing about this is I already have one in my Tacoma, so if you want to see that video, description box below. But today we're going to be going from this to this. And the cool thing about today is we're going to be showing you guys what comes inside the box, and then we're going to give you some details about this and just exactly how to do it. So let's go ahead and now get into the video and show you guys. Alright you guys, so let's go ahead and open up the package and show you what comes inside. So this is of course the factory Jeep key, how it looks. The blade comes out. The brand new one is going to be a lot different, and the blade key is actually going to be inserted back here, which I'll show you guys how that works, but it's going to look really nice. This is from AJT Design. If you guys do want it, check out the description box below. They do make it for many different vehicles, not only Jeep. I have this on my Tacoma for the last, I don't even know how long, but I've had it for a couple years and it's still holding strong. I like it, so I'm excited to put it on the Jeep. So we're going to get started. Right now I'm going to show you guys what comes inside of the box, but before we do that, I wanted to let you guys know a cool feature why you want to do this mod anyway is, if you guys do know and you have a Jeep, this key fob is pretty big, and not only that, it kind of gets annoying when it's in your pocket because this key kind of swings open. So with the brand new one, it's going to prevent that, and it's just going to look good and nice overall. You guys will see it. It's super rugged. So we're going to be changing this bad boy out. Let's focus over here. Looking right here, this is what's going to come inside the package. So it's going to come with a little Torx bit screwdriver. It's going to come with a Allen key, 4 screws. It's going to come with your brand new fob. As you guys can see, it's so much nicer. It looks good. It's going to be pretty easy to install. And then it's also going to come with these buttons here and this piece here. Only thing that doesn't come with the kit that you're going to need extra is going to be either a flathead screwdriver, or if you can get a panel removal tool. Another thing that I wanted to let you guys know on this is this is fully customizable. So you can get different colors for the screws. You could get different colors for the buttons. You could get a different color case. Just for me, I wanted something super subtle and just nice overall. So that's why I went with all black. The one on my Tacoma, it was TRD gray. And that one started just kind of getting a little nasty over time, of course, since it is a light gray color. So that's why with this one, I just wanted to do a nice, simple black. So let's go ahead and now get started. We're going to go ahead and start off by grabbing the factory key. We're going to open this bad boy up here by pushing that button. And first thing you're going to want to do is, with your flathead screwdriver or panel removal tool, you're going to notice where the silver piece is here, there's going to be a little edge there where you can put your screwdriver in. Just kind of pry up on it and work your way around. Just kind of work your way all the way around. And take your time on it just so you don't break anything. It is plastic, and if one day you want to put it back, you're going to need it, so careful. So once you have the backing off, go ahead and place it to the side. And then grab, I would say grab a smaller flathead for this piece here. But you're going to notice right in the center there's an arrow where you can fit a flathead. And you want to pry out the battery. You're going to need that, so don't lose it. Alright, put that off to the side. Once you do that, you're going to notice there's one screw there, one right there, one right there. That's where you get your Torx bit screwdriver that the AJT Design came with, and you want to remove those 4. So once you have those 4 off, go ahead and go from here. Peel this open. Just like that. This key, you want to make sure to save that. We're going to reuse that. You won't be reusing this. But I would say save it just in case, like I said, one day you want to go back to it. So I would save that. And then right here, you're going to notice the circuit board here. That you're going to need to take out. So there it is. Save that. And then inside of here, there's going to be a transponder. That you're going to want to take it out. That's used for when your battery dies and you still need to start your vehicle. That you tap it where your start button is and it'll start the vehicle. But like I said, take that out. All right, you guys, so I did have to pause the camera. I ended up having to get a smaller flathead. So when you guys are prying this out, I'll be honest with you, just try your best not to scratch it up or anything, just so you don't damage it. But I'm gonna be honest, this is probably the hardest part of this whole installation. But once you get it out, make sure to save that because you're gonna need it. All right, you guys, so for this next step, you wanna go ahead and get your brand new key fob cover. We're gonna open this bad boy up. So before we get started though, I wanted to let you guys know, once again, you can customize it the way you want. And this one actually works if you do have the remote start, or if you have the regular one like mine, this is gonna work regardless. What I mean by that is on some of the Jeeps, you will have the remote start button feature. So you can still get the same key fob and it'll still work. The cool thing about this is because they include it as far as for both style keys. So for example, if you guys do have one like mine, which mine does not have the remote start, you'll be using the unlock, the lock, and the panic buttons. Now if your guys' key fob has the remote start, you guys will use the start X2, unlock, and lock one. Okay, so keep that in mind, and of course the panic. So we're gonna go ahead and open this bad boy up here. If you have one like mine, you'll grab the unlock, put it right up top. If you guys do have the remote start one, that's where you'd grab the unlock lock, and that's where it would go there. And then for the second one here, if you have a key fob like mine, you'll grab the lock, place it in there. It only goes in one way. And now if you guys do have the one with the remote start, get the start X2, and that one would go in that position. But since I don't have that, putting those to the side. And now whether you have the remote start key or like mine, either one is going to take the same panic button. So put that one way at the bottom. So once you have them locked in there, go ahead and grab the gasket that comes provided. This the gasket only goes in one way. You're gonna notice right here at the top of the gasket, there's like a little nipple there. If you can see that on the camera, that is gonna go into that nipple there, that hole there. So just insert it, push down firmly, make sure everything locks into place, flip it over to show you guys. So once again, if you guys do have the key fob like mine, unlock would go up top, lock would go right here, panic would go right here. So now flipping it back over one more time, we're gonna go ahead and get the circuit board. It's only gonna go in one way as well, so keep in mind of the shape. Drop it right in. Make sure it goes in all the way. So now that you have it in its position there, up next what you wanna do is grab your transponder, and you're gonna notice up top here there's a hole, and there's a hole there. That's where that's gonna go. So just go ahead and slide it right in. It's not gonna go all the way, as you guys can see, it's kind of sticking out. Don't be worried, because on the other end, it's also open there. So when you close it, it'll be perfect. What you wanna make sure is make sure that it will close all the way, that there's no holes. So I'm gonna open this up one more time. It's nice and it's good in there. All right, so now that we have this in our hand and we have the battery here, you're gonna want the plus, it'll say plus, which is positive, facing upwards. This has to be down onto the circuit board. So what you wanna do is kind of have it at a slant here. You'll see there's some prongs here that'll hold it in place. Have it at a slant, and on this side you're gonna notice there's a nipple there, a nipple there. On the circuit board there's a hole there and a hole there. Those have to align with that. I'll be honest with you, it's hard, but it's not hard. If you get everything aligned properly, it should be pretty easy with no force. If you feel it, you have to force it in, then you're doing it incorrectly. So try again. So there it is, let me try again. So I'll be honest with you guys, it's a little hard, so just kind of take your time. The battery is down here. You kind of push it at an angle and then push down really hard. And right here, go ahead and grab your screws. And remember, don't push it too hard to where it's gonna break. Right now, on the last try, it kind of went pretty smooth, but you just have to hold it down because it'll spring back open. So go ahead and put your screws in there. And once again, you can change the colors of these screws if you want to add some color. Grab your Allen key that it comes with, and we're gonna do an X pattern. So I'm gonna tighten this down just a little, just nice, and then we'll go on the X pattern. So we'll go up top, and then we'll go down here, and then we'll go up top here. So now that we got everything basically done, all we have left over from this kit is our blade key that we had taken off from our factory one. So there's two things, or actually three things you can do. First thing you can do, since most people don't use it, you could either leave this at home, put it somewhere safe. The next thing you can do is put it on your actual key fobs. So like about right here, you know, open up the ring, slide it in there. That's probably going to be the easiest way. And now the third way that you can do is looking on the back right here, there's a little cover. So when you pop that open, that's technically where the key should go. So you're gonna notice if you try to put it in, it's not gonna fit, as you guys can see. So what you need to do is go ahead and grab a really small pin, or like for me, for example, I have a little small nail, and you're gonna need to knock out the pin that's inside of there, if you see it there. So you got to make sure that you get one that's going to fit through there. And then what we're going to do, now that we have the pin almost out, if you can't do it by hand or the nail never fit all the way through like mine, grab some pliers. I know this isn't pliers, but I'm going to use this anyway. And just pull the pin. Once you've pulled the pin, and now you just got to kind of play with it. If you're having trouble, what I noticed that was kind of helpful was getting a flathead and just prying it open that way till it comes out. So there it is. So save this just in case you ever want to go back, like I had said. Save the little rod. I have my rod there. And now this blade key will sit right in there. And you can go ahead and get this piece. Lip goes on the bottom. Snap it in. And there you guys go. There's your brand new AJT design key fob. If you guys did enjoy today's quick little video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I've made sure to link it down in the description box below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. JesseRizo is here for you. It's here for you. Like I said, it's super simple. Please feel free to subscribe.